Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy Gita, and I'm back with another review. This time I have FansToys FT-31A Roadking. Here's the box and product shots of Roadking, aka Motormaster. Roadking on the side, product shots of Motormaster on the back, and got a like bio right here. You can pause that and read it. Roadking on the side, artwork on the top, artwork on the bottom, and off the box goes. And inside the box, you get a few accessories. He comes with his sword, nicely sculpted. A few little details throughout, not too much. Plastic hilt right there. Got a little of that flecky plastic going on right there. It's okay. You got the gun. It's painted purple. Nice molded detail on it. Comes with an alternate face, screaming ah. That much. Comes with his collector's card. Right on the back, stats, and the instruction booklet, which is not good. Gotta figure some things out. Took me a long time to transform this thing, so I didn't want to break it, and I want to make sure I do everything right, and I had to figure things out. So, and also in the box, you got your figure Roadmaster or Roadking Motormaster in box in the packaging. So he looks very good. Looks the part of Motormaster in that classic masterpiece style, which I love. Not the super cartoon at all. So, one thing I love about FansToys is they stay with the original design of Masterpiece that was out. I mean, pretty much since the beginning, it was always the mixture of toy and tune and more realistic take on a mature take on the design. So yeah, he looks very nice. Translucent plastic going on. Got paint, gray paint throughout. The plastic has that fleck finish to it. It looks good. Molded detail. Got the thighs. Got a translucent plastic on his calves or his shins. Right there. And you can see the detail up behind the translucent. Like what they did with the feet, it's kind of tricky to how to do Motormaster with him having the truck cab at his feet, and I think they did a really good job of how they handled that. And sure, it's a little bit faux, a fake foot and everything like that, but it works. Back cleans up very nice, no hollowness whatsoever. And you got the backpack, which is not bad. Some people complain about it, but it's not bad, especially for what he does. He transforms into the whole entire truck and trailer. So yeah, the instructions only go over how to transform from robot to truck mode. There's no combined mode instructions whatsoever in there, or any combined mode parts in his packaging whatsoever. The combined mode parts are supposed to come to other members. I'm not sure if all of them come with one. More than likely, these probably come like each member gets a piece here and there and stuff like that. That's what I'm guessing. So we've seen combined mode, seen pictures of it and stuff. So it looks great to me. I don't need to know how exactly it transforms as long as it gets there. I don't know why people act so entitled that they have to have that stuff presented to them right away and something like that. I mean, but yeah, as far as articulation goes on this figure here, he can look up about that much. The blocking this, you got a little cut right here that allows him to look up. Cannot look down at all. Looks left and right. Head's on a swivel, and he can change his face out by, I think, pulling this forward. It's a little bit of process to it. Pulling this back, you untab his forehead or his brim of his hat. Peg his face. Take the other face and put it in. A little bit involved, but it's kind of fun doing it though at the same time. Arms can go around 360 on soft ratchets. Move out to the side about that much, get a little bit more than 90 degrees. You got some of a butterfly joint. You pull this out for articulation and stuff like that. You can probably hide it if you want to. Have him cross his arms, maybe something like that. You know, I'm not good at posing, so you can probably work with that. Rotation at the forearm, upper forearm, bends at the elbow more than 90 degrees. Got a little elbow joint going through out there, yes. Rotates at the wrist The FansToys articulated fingers that we all love so much. And you know what they do. Nothing new there. And he can't hold his weapons very well. And like how I'm not sure this is on purpose or just part of the design, that they got the little groove cut in here for holding the weapons. I think it makes for holding the weapons a lot better. So yeah, carry your fingers around that, get the finger on the trigger, holds it, no problem whatsoever. Waist rotation about that much, and that's pretty much all you need. I'll tell you why you need any more. Hip skirts do move up out the way. You got front and side hip skirts. Can't go forward a little bit more than 90 degrees, about that much. Can't go backwards, not much. And go up to the side for the full splits. And he has a groin rotation, upper groin rotation right there. He also has a knee rotation right there. He bends at the knee, and there's two joints for this knee. I think I'm bending at the wrong spot. There you go. Bend at the spot right there, and you should be able to see like a little molded in, I guess, piston right there. That's how you know you're bending at the right spot at the knee. You could probably bend at the other spot too to give him like a double jointed knee action. It's up to you what you want to do, but I think this is the right way to do it. The other way is for his transformation. So you get about 90 degrees out of that, which is good. And also get ankle rock. Toe does not go down. Toe goes slightly upward though. And for a size comparison, here he is next to MP10 Convoy and Magic Square, Light of Freedom, Guardian of Freedom, Optimus Prime. Here he is next to an MP car Wheeljack and a KO Megatron. See how he scales with that. Okay, let's go ahead and get into the transformation. Hopefully I can get this done properly. I mean, it's pretty intuitive once you do it once and stuff like that. Once you figure out how everything goes, because the instructions, like I said, they kind of suck. So once you get through it once and everything, it should be fine after that. Once you learn all the tricks and nuances and stuff about it. All right, first thing you're gonna do is gonna open these panels up, his forearms, flip his fist inside, pulls it up, claps his arms like so. Same thing other side. You can go ahead and untab this backpack, open this up like so, and it holds all this stuff together. And one thing I want to point out, and thing to be careful about, is I got stress marks right here. You can see on both of these things, and it's from the backpack, from trying to get it to come out. This thing is on a hinge right here, and sometimes the hinge wants to come up, and it stresses on these clips right here. What you want to do when you pull the backpack out and get it fully extended, you want to give it downward force for it to come all the way out properly. There we go. So it's supposed to accordion or something like that. So it's kind of tricky. The thing is, you don't want this to come up and it's starting to stress this out. I probably get a hair dryer and blow on it, get it blown on, and it'll cover up the stress marks, because you know stress marks don't really go away. They just get covered up pretty much. And undo these joints right here. Well, I say it can be used for a butterfly joint if you want to, for those pictures. And you extend it out like so. You take this backpack and go ahead and rotate this back portion around like so. Oops, one thing. Make sure these clips right here, make sure they're out. When you get them in package, they're going to be up like this anyway. So what you got to do is put them in, and it'll help secure the backpack on him when he's in robot mode. And for transformation, pull these out. And they're small, so they're kind of easy to forget about them, like I just did. So rotate it around like so. Then you're going to, once you get the backpack and stuff out the way, you can rotate the head, bring that around in the back. And you can open up his chest up like so. And you're going to fold this like that. And let's point out, got some nice molded detail going on inside here, which is nice. And you're going to bring the arms all the way forward, like so. Then we can collapse them, bring them in like that. Then you accordion down that hinge, like so. Same thing on the other side. And always the one that always wants to give me fits. Let's see when this one will go in. Pretty smooth. There we go. Give me a little bit of fit. So going in, it's gonna tap together. Bam. Leave that for now. We're gonna work on this back end, pretty much working from the trailer up. So go ahead and take this backpack and gonna split it apart right here, and you're gonna unfurl all of this. Then bring this down, flip these out. This is where the fun begins. It's a bunch of tabby mess. It gets a little floppy also. Then you're going to bring this trailer. Make sure your pin right here is lined up with this little pin right there. And you bring this up like so. And these are just pretty much going to be sitting in here. Those little flaps I was telling you about, they had the stress marks on. They just sit in there. I don't want they really tab on to anything inside the trailer. And you bring this up, and separate these two. Get them out the way. Then you're gonna bring this bumper up. Now you got your little clip things right here. They can kind of be in the way. Well, they are in the way. And there's really no place to really move them to them, so they're not in the way. So when you bring your bumper up, you're gonna have to pry it a little bit, lift it past there. Then you're gonna lift this again, get past this. Same thing on that side. There's no harm done. I don't see any stress marks whatsoever on here, so yeah, I think it's by design that they did this. So yeah, then like I said, you bring these apart and you line them up with the wheels right here. Both double wheeled, very accurate. And you rotate it up. Now this portion right here is going to tab into this little small slot right here, and these right here are going to tap into this portion right here. It's a little rough at first, or it's a little rough even now, but that's how it's supposed to go. Try to get it all plugged in, make sure it's all lined up. And it does go on a little bit easier this one side when it's on its own. So yeah, and you can see more of the detail going on right there too. So all right, now we're back up here. We're trying to get this mess sorted out. So what we're gonna do, unfurl that, like so. And you can see things starting to shape up, take shape, whatnot. Oh, one thing I forgot to show off the robot, I keep forgetting about it because I really don't care about it, is ab crunch. He does have ab crunch. He's just pulling forward the ab, bring him back. I'll show it off again once we go to the closing thoughts. But bam, get this all sorted out. You're gonna create the walls in the roof of the trailer. I think we can do this right now. Go ahead and tab this all together right here. And sort of, you got these tabs right here. They're going to tab into the slots on the sides right here, like on both sides. It may have to come apart because that's just how it does. Oh, like I said, it's a lot of tabbing stuff, so I forgot something. So take these parts right here, panel right there, they come out. Flip that out, bring it down. And there's one right here also. The back and the cab, and it has, you see I got some stress marks going on right there too, so be careful with yours. So they're gonna tab into the back end of the trailer. And there are two tabs up top right here also that you tab in to these holes right there. So And that's it for right now. And what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and get these, start preparing this part right here before we finish this. So take these side hip skirts, they become tabs for this. We'll tab into these holes right here. All right, now what we're going to do, I'm going to tell you about the leg joint right here. We're going to make sure we bend it at the joint that is not for the knee bend. And it is going to go up under here, like so. It's going to go all the way up till you can't go no further, like that. The best thing to do is just do one leg at a time, because once you do two legs, you won't be able to work the rest out right here. So what we're going to do is take the foot, we're going to move this down like so. We're going to push in on one side and see if this side comes up. Then we're going to flip this around, seal that. Then we're going to fold the heel spur, take this fake wheel right here, we're supposed to pull it down, and it's going to rotate around. Then we're going to push it back up to fill in the gap. Then we're going to move this tire out. Then we're going to undo this. That unlocks the side of his leg. And we're going to get the handy spudger and see if we can get up in there to undo this, like so. And we just did. Bravo. Then we're going to bring this hinge down, move this leg out the way, other leg. Bring this down, like so. Then we got all of this right here inside that leg. And at first it's gonna be very stiff and hard and everything, so to speak. And what you're gonna do is bring down and comes out. And when you first do it, it's not gonna be that easy. I broke mine's in, so now it comes out a little bit easier than it normally would. You're gonna take this right here, move it out the way for right now, because we're gonna start pulling this stuff out, and I need that in the way. So we're gonna lay there, take it down, bring this down so I can see. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna pull. So you're gonna pull this black part out. It's gonna bring it down. Remember, there's a way of doing this. I'm gonna bring it down, coming down like so, like that. Then while you're here, you're gonna bring it to this position right here. You're gonna push on this gray bit right here, and it's gonna cause it to come out on this side. And the reason you have it at this point is so you have clearance for this piece right here to come out. And you're gonna bring it down. It's gonna go inside the fuel can right there. And go ahead and push this up right now. Now you got all this and whatnot. So you got this little tab right here. You're gonna pull that out and create back end. You're gonna take this portion, the heel spur, you're gonna fold it up like so. Then you're gonna take all of this and bring it up. And it's going to peg in right with this, and it's going to tab in with this. And there are two spots on here. There. Got this chrome bit right here. We're going to rotate it out all the way. And it's going to tab in to this gray bit right here. Take this, rotate it up, bring this whole panel up like so, just to prepare it. Then we're going to take this panel right here and we're going to tab it in to right there. As you see, make sure we got that gray, that chrome bit right there. And that's going to tab in right there, not very securely until you get everything else into place. but it kind of sits there for right now. And you're gonna take this bit right here, which I hate, because you gotta tab it into right here, but when you try to transform it back to robot mode, it gets kind of stuck. It's kind of hard to get out. It is a little trick to do it. You peg it in, and you got to move the arm to help it make it unpeg. But if you're trying to pull it out yourself, good luck, because it's like in there. So yeah, you peg that in, it pegs in smoothly. It's a mother to get out. Take your bit right here, go ahead and plug that in. And there's a good amount of die cast throughout this figure. I think these are die cast that you're plugging into. Now we can finish our back half of the truck. Hold the trailer. Bring that in like so. Like I said, these two we're gonna peg into right here. So you bring this under. Make sure you get this up. So you're gonna peg these two right here, and then these slots right here are gonna peg into up here. So the critical thing is to make sure you get these lined up right here. Take that in. Pegged in at the top. So make sure you're pegged in still over here. It came undone. Of course it will. Just push together, and you got this panel right here is going to hook into this one right here. Let's go to the other side. Make sure you're lined up, like I said before, right there. Make sure it's pointed straight out. It's kind of hard to determine sometimes. And you make sure you got this back up, because it likes to fall back down. Then you peg in and peg in. Quickly. And this came on as usual. You bring that up and you hook it in right here. Go ahead and plug in the two halves of the cab. And you got points right there. You got a point right here. And on the underside, there are a few points also. So start the nose, peg it in. Now this is where it gets a little tricky, because you peg this in. This portion right here, oh God, I can't, how much I didn't see, I don't even know. Well, this portion right here does not like to peg in. It pegs in, but it comes back out. So you always got something like that going on, it seems. But what we're gonna do, you fold these black pieces in like so, and it makes everything else. And what's gonna happen is these portions right here, these little bits right here, right there, there's a little groove right here that these are supposed to sit in. And for them to sit in there, you have to make sure you're getting this carriage part underneath these bits. You take this portion up top, you're gonna fold these up like so, and they're supposed to fold in to here like so. Okay, now the last steps of this thing. So pull this out, you're gonna bring this down. It's gonna rotate like so. Don't close it all the way yet. Bring this up, bring this down. The other side. And you're going to try to close these doors. Make sure you line up the pieces, the corresponding tabbed in bits with each other, which is a little headache in itself. Just like most of this, everything. Then you take these bits up top, then you close them, and they should peg in onto the top. And you got your connector right here, and you rotate it around. You might have to lift it up a little bit, bring that around, and it should peg into right there on the hole on the opposite end. Take your smokestacks, rotate them backwards, and there you have Motormaster transformed into his truck mode. Let's go ahead. Okay, folks, there you have Motormaster transformed into his truck mode. He looks very, very nice. Make sure you got everything all tabbed in. Like I said, throughout, he's a tabby mess. But once you get him cleaned up and everything, he looks the part. There are some gaps and stuff going throughout, like right here, right there. You see some little bit of black going on and stuff. So it's not 100% perfect, but it does look okay. He rolls very nice. You turn right there, and the cab can move out a little bit more just to increase that turn radius. Nice motor details all throughout. Get the realistic look to it. Get the rivets and stuff and the pipes whatsoever. Get the side mirrors right there. Translucent purple for the windows, which is accurate to the cartoon. It looks good. It has little spots for the faction logo right there. You choose. Like I said, he's a paneling mesh. You can see all the panel lines and stuff like that. But well, that looks pretty accurate. Looks pretty accurate. And you can open up the back side to fit the vehicles. For pictures, they don't fit all the way into the cab, so you can't, like I said, you can't store the vehicles into the cab or the trailer. But you can do it for pictures. You're trying to have them like coming out like that. So, and you can see inside the cab, or I keep saying cab, the trailer. Nothing but Motormaster's chest right there and his head. But it's very impressive they're able to do the all-in-one transformation for this guy. Kind of reminds me of Takara with their Ultra Magnus. Okay, we're gonna try to fit in some size comparisons, and we have MP10 Convoy with Roadking Motormaster, and you can see they are pretty comparable to each other. MP10's a little bit taller in the cab, but he does line up pretty well with the upper cab of Motormaster. They both have the details and stuff like that, the rivets and stuff like that. Get the real world MP look that a lot of us still love. MP10 trailer is longer and taller than Motormaster. And here we are with the Magic Square Optimus Prime. And both cabs are pretty much on point with each other. And here he is next to an MP car, because FansToys Stunticons will be the same scale as the official MP cars in vehicle mode. The robot mode, also he does have weapon storage. You can store his gun and sword underneath him. And you can see that underneath of that. You can see how that looks. And I was telling you about that part that's not really tabbed in, but you really don't notice anyway, because everything else is tabbing in, which just makes it more secure. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna take the pistol. You get this port right there on his crotch, and you just plug it in right there, like so. And you take his sword, and I think it's like either or what side you choose to put them on there. You slide it in. It goes below this lip right there, and get this this port peg right there, and it pegs in on the other side of his crotch right there. Okay, there you have it. He is a solid figure. I do recommend getting him. He does have his issues, mostly with the alt mode transformation. Transformation can get a little floppy and stuff at points in time. Things get untabbed from tabbing things in. So you gotta constantly play around with the figure to make sure everything's tabbed back in. You have to watch where you're handling things too, because you push on a wrong spot, it can come on tab too. It's stretch marks on those shoulder pieces. Probably my fault, well, it is my fault, but the instructions too didn't make it too clearly on how to operate that. But yeah, I love this figure. He is great. He's what Motormaster should be in robot mode, and they pull off the magic of making an all-in-one transformation. Did not include any combiner parts, and did not have no combine mode instructions. So I'm a little tiny bit curious on how it's going to work, but I'm pretty sure, and I have faith in FansToys because they've never done me wrong before, that it will be a great thing. So they haven't put out anything yet that was complete and utter trash. So like the worst figure I have from them is probably the Perceptor, and the only reason I thought that was bad because I thought the transformation was lazy. But other people probably will appreciate something that simplistic. And my hot rod, the paint just flaked off the chest and stuff. But other than that, as far as the figure itself, is a solid figure. But I never had anything wrong with FansToys, and I don't know why people doubt FansToys. They haven't put out anything that was trash. So All right, y'all, it's been me, Jeter. Thank y'all for watching. Stay tuned for more reviews, and I'll see you next time. Peace.